In this demo, you will learn to add DFM rules using the DesignTrue DFM Wizard. This slide shows the steps involved in using the DesignTrue DFM Wizard. To add DFM rules using the DesignTrue DFM Wizard, you must use the DesignTrue DFM Wizard templates. The templates are comma-separated value files that can be used to add or modify the DFM rules. You can find sample templates for the DFM rules in the installation directory, share, PCB, DFM, DT_Wizard. For the Allegro software installed in C drive, the location for the .csv file will look like this. Navigate to this location to view the fabrication, assembly, and test templates. You can add or modify the DFM rules present in this template. We will discuss modifying the templates in a separate video. You will learn to add DFM rules using this template. You can invoke the wizard from the PCB editor by going to Setup, Constraints, DesignTrue DFM Wizard, or type DT_Wizard down in the command line. In this wizard, you will get a welcome screen showing the steps in adding the rules, the supported templates, and their version. Also, you will have a reminder to consult your fabricator for actual capabilities. Select the Next button. Now, you will get the name of the stackups present in the design. You will use multiple stackups if it is a rigid flex design. Select the Next button. Here, you will define the stackup as rigid or flex. The primary stackup is used for the rigid section. Select the Next button. The flex stackup will be used for the flex regions present in the design. Change the stackup type here to flex. Select the Next button. The rigid_4L, as the name suggests, is a rigid stackup. So, we are not going to change the stackup type. You can load the fabrication, assembly, and test templates we discussed earlier. If you have modified templates suited to the current design needs, browse through and select the template using the dotted button. While adding the template, if you want to delete the old DFM rules, enable the checkbox Delete Existing Fab, Assembly, and Test Rules. You can add only the fab, assembly, or test rules by turning off other checkboxes near the relevant rules. Click Next to get a summary of the DFM rules that will be added. As I didn't select the assembly and test rules, the rules related to assembly and test checks are not loaded. If the checkbox next to the analysis modes and the DRC update is selected, then the analysis modes and DRC update will run when you select the Finish button. Select the Finish button to add the DFM rules. Since we requested a DRC update, the PCB design file will take some time to load the DFM rules. Now you open the Constraint Manager and navigate to the Design for Fabrication, DFF constraint set. Look at each individual constraint set. You can see the wizard has created different constraint sets for internal, external, mask layers, and constraints are different for rigid and flex stackup. Typically, if you analyze the design layer, you can see the constraint sets related to the rigid section are assigned to respective layers. Expand the constraints to view the constraint assignment for different layers. The columns for conductors, plane, mask, and not in stackup layers are expanded. The vertical rows are expanded using the Expand All Rows option. If you observe the Constraint Manager at the top level, the constraints created for electrical layers are assigned to the conductor and plane layers. If you dig deeper, the constraint assignment is based on the constraints you defined in the template on internal, external, and plane layers. Similarly, you can also expand the flex layers to view the constraint assignment. Using the DesignTrue DFM Wizard, you cannot control the assignments related to tables and some constraints present in analysis modes. An example for the rules related to tables is the DFA package-to-package spacing constraints. The constraints you cannot control in the analysis mode are constraints present in the title headers. Go to Analyze, Analysis Modes, Design for Fabrication, Design for Assembly, and Design for Test. The wizard does not control the constraints you see in these sections. You must add your constraints manually in these sections. This concludes the demo that shows adding DFM constraints using the DesignTrue DFM Wizard.